Today, I want to talk about team management in a project. One of the things that always causes conflict in terms of team management was not creating a team charter. People always depends on bringing people to work in a project without considering the fact that there is need to draft a team charter, how report will be done, and how team will be integrated for them to work together. There is shared responsibilities for everybody in the team, and know what is expected of each thing to be done, and know where things in responsibility start, know where the other one continue, know how they can work together in order for them to achieve a certain goals. You can bring different set of people for them to work for you just in the sake of working together, or you say that you can control them. No, you have to build a team by letting them have a bond and integrate together in order for them to work effectively well, in order to assist each other at every stage in time. One of the critical aspects in team management, issue of delegating responsibilities. People love personally to delegate work to. People love to take responsibilities. People love to see belongs on the team, to see being recognized. So we have to consider all those factors and also put them into consideration for them to work effectively well as a team. As a project leader, your job was not actually directing teams what to do. Your job is synchronizing team and guiding them and removing roadmap, bottleneck whenever they are working. If there's any challenges, it is your position to be able to solve those problems. If there is a conflict within the team member, your responsibility to make sure that you resolve that problem by following a procedures required for you to solve those problems. You can't just because you like one person in the team and there's an issue, and not because of your problem you're having with the person, and decided to fight the person because of you don't have no. What you need to do to understand the problem, then engage the team that are involved and resolve them. Allow them to solve that problem as the first stage. Allow them to solve that problem within themselves, to know their reasons, and if it was not yielding the result that they require, what you need to do is to bring both of them together and hear both sides and solve that problem amicably, without jeopardizing and without siding anybody in order to solve a problem. However, team management is very, very important and very, very necessary in managing a project. I was working on certain project at a certain time, and I'm still having my team member, they're still having a conflict on their job, so it became a very critical stuff, and my project is actually in a very tight schedule, and which will require a hook operation in order for me to achieve that goal. So my team was having a conflict. I was trying as much as possible to see how I can be able to resolve that problem, just in order for them not to tie down bring the project in a behind schedule, and also ensure that I maximize the opportunity that I have to achieve that goal, which is very, very critical. And another sensitive aspect of that project is that if they fail not to do the right thing, it will affect the other team member. So it's a very critical, delicate decision for me to make at that point in time. So I don't need to blame anybody in order for me to solve the problem. So I need to engage both of them to understand their reasoning, understand the objective and the reason why we are embarking on this project, and let them know the benefit if we achieve the value and they achieve it at the appropriate time. There is a lot of hook benefit and the incentive that are required. So that's what actually solved most in the program. All of them trying to keep their differences aside in order for us to achieve the goal. So because of this, I try to resolve them to understand their objective while we embark on this project. So drafting a team charter is actually become a guideline that will help you to solve problem of team building. It will help you to solve the problem of future conflict problems. So it helps you to build a formidable team that nothing can stop them. He makes them feel belong on the team. He makes them to be checkmate while they are also working. So Team Shatter helps the team to become better. It helps team to become more engaged and more active. Make them feel belonged in a project. So for you to embark in any project, don't just engage your team. Just engaging a team process or individuals. What you need to do is to drive the team charter that all of them opinion will be heard, and the work will be divided based on the skills, experience, and capacity. All of them will understand the requirement, when to communicate, how to communicate, who to communicate, and they will have to understand these things from the beginning. This becomes the guideline for them whenever they are working. If there's any concern, they can be able to raise a concern while you are solving the problem and refining the team charter that will benefit the team and also for the overall interest of the project. So it's always been very, very important that whenever you are embarking in a project, you also bring your team together or let them understand the tasks ahead of them, and also let them know what to do at every point in time. If there is anything that beyond their scope or beyond their capacity, they know who to report to and who should understand, and they also help them to be able to come together to resolve issues when once responsible person couldn't be able to resolve it. All of them can come together to brainstorm and solve a critical problem in order for you to meet up to the deadline of the project.